Hi everyone, welcome and happy Monday. It is Juliet here and we are going to be looking at the brand new, just launched Eureka Crystal Beads Lite collection for the month of July, and this is called the Sugar Rush Beads Collection. So if we open our packet that it came in, we will take that out and take a look. Now, these collections are not subscriptions. They are just kind of, think of it like a bead bundle that everything is already put together for you, and you just buy it as one item and you get everything included inside. So they're always really great value. You save money over buying the individual items when you buy the collection, okay? So here is our inspiration photo. So you can see it's like got sort of tutti fruity lollipop type colors here. Greens and reds and pinks and yellows. A little bit of white shot through there. And there you can see the collection has the same kind of colors in it. So they always do such a good job of tying the inspiration in with the collection itself. Okay, then when you open the bag, you'll find this piece of paper in here that has a little paragraph talking about the kind of inspiration behind the collection, which can help spark some ideas for if you want to design your own jewelry. I will of course be designing a couple of items using this collection as well. So if you're not a subscriber, make sure you do subscribe so you don't miss out on those projects, okay? And here is our inventory of what we are getting this month in this light collection. So Sugar Rush Collection Lite, and light just means it's a little bit smaller collection. They do the light collections mid-month and they do their larger collections at the beginning of the month. So they do 2 every month. Okay, so it looks like we're getting some seed beads, some Czech glass, a lot of crystal, lots of crystal this month, and some Chinese crystal, and some findings, which this is one of the things that I just love about these collections, is that it includes the findings. So you don't have to kind of wonder, ooh, what should I, use for this? Because they give you things that match really well with the theme. All right, I am going to take everything out of the bag. I'll just show you how it comes. So inside this bag that has the photo, there is another bag, and you see how everything is numbered here with a number sticker. That corresponds to what is on here, and it also tells you what it is, and it gives you the SKU number, so you can also go in and reorder if you need to, or maybe you want more of something. You can always find that. I always keep these sheets because it's very helpful to refer back to that, okay? Okay, I will take everything out and we'll take another look. Okay, so here is everything we are getting in this month's light collection. And as I always say, they don't feel light. You get a lot of beads and, materials for the price, I think. I think they're just such a great bargain. Anyway, okay, so first up here, we are getting a bead mix, and you're actually getting a 20-gram bag, so you get a ton. These bead mixes are wonderful, and what I usually do is pick out the beads that I want to use when I'm making a project. But you will see that we have here some long 7mm, I think they're 7mm bugle beads, and then we have also these green 8/0s that are kind of like that lime color. Then we have some 11/0s in white and pink, and then we have some 15/0s in this kind of tangerine orange and also in white. So lots of good colors in there. And then also we are getting, in the way of seed beads, we are getting an entire tube of this just mouth-wateringly gorgeous shade. These are Miyuki Delica's DB161, which they are calling Opaque Orange AB, but I mean, that is such a stunning color. Absolutely gorgeous with that AB, little pops of color bouncing off of it. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Yeah, these are gorgeous. All right. Then next up, we are getting some Toho triangle beads. These are 8/0 triangles. So triangle beads, for those who do not know, you can kind of see here, they are literally 3-sided seed beads. They're the size of an 8/0 seed bead, but they are triangular instead of round. So we're getting an entire tube of these, and this color is called Transparent Rainbow Topaz. And it's such a pretty color, kind of golden shimmery color. Very, very pretty. And coming up next, we have our Czech glass beads. So first up, we are getting a little strand of 2mm fire polish beads. These are absolutely adorable. I think they're so cute. These are the Hyacinth Iris Luster, and you're getting a strand of 50 of those, and they're more or less the same color as our Delicas. So can kind of tie in with these if you need to. All right, and then we are also getting from Czech Glass Beads some mini duos, an entire tube here. You can see this color is olivine. And mini duos, again, most of you know, they are 2 whole beads. So this is just a kind of clear, limey green color. I just love the palette here of all these fruity colors. It's so fun. Okay, and lastly, for our Czech glass beads here, we are getting an entire tube of ginkgo leaf beads. Most of you also know what these are. Again, these are 2 whole beads. You can kind of see on this one, they have 2 beads running through, and they're kind of shaped like, well, like a ginkgo leaf, or, you know, a sort of fan shape. So you can see that one side has this coating on it, and the other side is kind of glass finish, okay? This is called Slushy Orange. I just love the name of that. And I am actually going to dump these out so that I can use my little scooper to show you some of the other things. Okay, so then we are getting some 8mm chatons. So you're actually getting 3 of each. I'm just going to hold up 2, okay? So this yellowish color is called Sunflower, and this is, again, olivine, same name as that, okay? So these are little Krakowski crystal chatons, again, coated on the back. These are really nice quality, and like I said, you're actually getting 3 of each of those. So 3 of the sunflower and 3 of the olivine. Then we are getting some 12mm Rivolis, 2 of each, okay? So here we have rose, and here we have light cyan. So a pink, gorgeous pink color, and a light red color. Aren't those beautiful? And again, fully coated on the back. Okay, so 2 of each of those. And speaking of light cyan, we are also getting these bicones, 3mm in the light cyan, and these are again the Krakowski brand of crystal. Aren't those beautiful? They're kind of almost a tomato red, I would say. But the sparkle, and they're just adorable, those little 3mm. Okay, and here's something a little different. We are getting, these are again Krakowski crystal, but they are Krakowski crystal pearls. They are rice pearls. So these are 6mm long, and this is the color white. And you're getting a pack of 50 of those. So that's something totally different that we haven't had yet. I can't wait to use those. That's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, and moving on, we have also some Chinese crystal, an entire strand of our little rondelles that I love so much because they're such a nice little size. You can pop them in anywhere. These are 2 by 3 millimeter crystal rondelles, and I just, again, love this bright, fun color. This is called Sun Iris, and you can see the sparkle pinging off these guys, and it's such a big long strand of them too. You get an absolute ton. Look at that. Aren't they beautiful? Look at the sparkle on those. This entire thing is making me thirsty looking at it. Okay, let's move on to our findings. So we are going to get a silver finished silver plated lever back ear wire with a loop on it. So these little loop ear wires with hanging loops, okay? And we are also getting these pretty ear wires as well that are more sort of classic shape. I like the way that looks with the kind of, you know, where it gets a little bit wider at the bottom. Very classy. These are really nice. These are all Gleamcraft, by the way, and the Gleamcraft, which I can never say, the Gleamcraft products are such high quality. I really love them. Okay, and then here we are getting a cute little toggle. I really like the modern look on this, really rounded and again in that silver plated finish. And then lastly here, these are so cute. I'm gonna actually put them in my little thing to show you. These are some little connectors, okay? They are, or links, you might want to call them links or connectors. They have this magenta colored enamel circle on them, and if I hold it sideways here, you'll see that they have 2 holes going through them, so you can kind of either join 2 things together with that in the middle, or you could put them side by side and run, you know, a bracelet or something through. So those can be used in any, or you could even have like an earring and then something else at the bottom. You know, there's a lot of ways to use these. They're very versatile. So I love that pink color too. Yeah, I just think this is such a fun palette. So I think they did a great job because, you know, we've got the white here, we've got the green, the red, the yellow, the pink, and the orange. We've got all the colors. All right, these always sell out very quickly, almost always. So if you are interested, and especially because this has nice bright colors, the bright colored ones always go first, okay? So if you are interested in getting this collection, I will drop a link down below, and I suggest that you don't wait too long because I think this one will go quickly, especially because of the rice pearls and the bright colors, okay? And all these beautiful crystals. Okay guys, I will see you very soon. I'll be making a couple of projects, so don't miss out on that. Bye for now.